Hi, Algebra 2. So when making a scatter plot and drawing a line of fit, you kind of you plot your points, you make your graph. Since they said to use 1 for January, you make your things go by ones. The months, I said, okay, so 37 to 131, I probably want to go a little higher since it's going up. The trend is going to be rising. If I wanted to do that on my graphing calculator, one of the first things you would want to do is make sure your diagnostics are turned on. To do that, you do second catalog, which is above 0. X to the negative first will take you to the D's because there's a D in there. Diagnostics on, enter, enter, and it'll say done. Okay, so I go into my stats and I want to edit, put in my list. Okay, so these are not the lists I want, so I'm going to clear, down arrow, over, go up 1, clear, down arrow, and now I can put in my list of information. So I'm going to go 1 through 8 on my list 1, which would be my x coordinates. And then in my list 2, I've got 37, 44, 72, 80, 105, 110, 119, 131. Because my two lists are even, I can deduce that I've got that right. Now, if I'm making a scatter plot, my window has to accommodate list 1 and list 2. So list 1 is my x coordinates. So I can have my x-axis go from 0 to 10. Okay? I can make my y-axis, because it goes from 37 to probably something over 131. I'd probably go to 150, 160. I went to 160 on my graph. So I would change my window. So I've already got it 0 to 10, scale of 1, 30. Let's make this 160. Going by tens. Okay? But then I can make my scatter plot. Okay? I don't know if you can see my dots. They're kind of faint, but they're there. Okay? It looks kind of like my graph. Okay? All right, so now I've got to go back and calculate my regression line. That's number 4, and I just go down to where it says calculate. Okay? Now, oops, I did the wrong one. 4. Okay, here we go. Now, because R is my correlation coefficient. Because it is 0.98, I know it's a very strong correlation that most of my points are going to be very close to my line of fit. My equation, and yeah, I need to write that down because I won't know you did it if you don't write it down. Y equals 13.95x plus 24.46. You don't have to copy all the decimals, but just get a couple of them, okay? R was 0.98, which says it's a very strong correlation. Okay, now the reason I want to calculate this next is because I'm going to add my line of fit to my scatter plot. So I go to y equals vars, which is right down here. And because we were doing statistics, I want number 5, arrow over to equation, and it copies my regression line onto my y equals. And when I hit graph, there we go. Okay? Now, if I wanted to calculate, because I need to know what was in September, well, that's month 9. So I do second calc value, because I want the 9th month. And see, it's got a little x equals 9, enter, there it is. And at the bottom of my graph, it says that in September, they would sell 150 gallons of ice cream, okay? Now, I made my Y maximum and my X maximum big enough to accommodate that prediction, okay? So sometimes you have to change your window. Hope this helps. Bye.